Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bhushan. In the previous video, we have discussed about getting a single employee record. In this video, we'll discuss about the delete mapping for deleting an employee record. So I'll go to the DAO implementation for employee. And again, I'm going to do the same thing to get the current session. I'll copy this and I'll paste it right here. Once we get the current session, using that current session, I'll call the get method. To this get method, we will pass the employee class as a first argument. In the second argument, we will pass the employee ID. This will give us the employee object. I'm gonna call this employee object. And now, using the current session, we'll call the delete method. To this delete method, we will pass the employee object. And save this and go to the service implementation. In service implementation, I'm going to call the delete method of DAO class, employee DAO dot delete, and we're going to pass the employee ID. Save this and go to the controller class, and I'm going to write a method public. The return type would be string, and I'm going to call this delete, and I'm going to annotate this with the @delete mapping, and the URL pattern would be /employee/ within the curly braces. I'm going to write it as ID. So this is nothing but a path variable. If the user make a delete request for /employee/ID, and then this method will be executed, and we need to accept the ID as a parameter. So I'll make use of @path variable. I'm gonna call this int ID. So the variable will be bind to this ID variable, and I'm going to call the delete method of the service method, employee service dot delete. To this we will pass the ID, and once we executed this, and I'm going to return a string saying that employee has been deleted with ID. I'm going to concatenate the ID, and let's save this. And we have to do one more thing. In our previous video, we have written a method for getting a single employee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to store this in an employee object. I'm going to call this employee object, and I'm going to check if the employee object is equal to null. If it is null, then I'm going to throw a exception, throw new runtime exception, and I'm going to pass a message saying that employee with ID is not found. Otherwise, we are going to return the employee object. Alright, let's save this, and I'm going to run the application. You can see the console, the application has been started. Alright, let's go to the Postman, and right now we have these many records in the database. Yeah, we have 2 records. Let's delete the first record, which is Bhushan. So I'm going to pass the ID, and I'm going to change this to a delete, and I'll click the send button, and you can see that the employee has been deleted with ID 1. Let's make a get request, and this time we have only 1 record in the database. Let's verify that. I'm going to rerun the query. You can see that the ID of 1 has been deleted. So that's all about this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.